Hey everyone, this is Andrew at Plainview Farming. In this video, we're going to attempt to replace the broken spindle on this 820 3-cylinder diesel John Deere tractor. So if you look at the spindle there, you can see how it just plain old broke off down there. But we've got the new one in, got the new parts in, we've got our seal, our bearing kit, and our new spindle. Now the real question is, how hard is it going to be to get that old one off? You know, I could have done a better job of getting this thing parked in the shade, I'll tell you that. Forgot my pliers. Hammer that down in there just to, it's actually already slipping through. Just enough to give us what we need to tap that spindle out of there. Tap it, tap it, tap it. There we go. Half moon key coming out. Yay, look at there. Woohoo! And of course, I'm going to have to jack it up. Spindle's up. There we go. Alright, so let's look in here, see what came in our bearing kit. I did order an extra seal just in case I needed it, because I wasn't 100% clear on what was coming in this bearing kit. But there is a seal in it. Okay. Let's see what we got. Whoa. Here. Oh man, oh man. You can see here there's plenty of wear on this old shaft on this spindle. I don't know if you can make it out. I mean, you can feel it. Especially down here at the bottom. Alright, so now that I've got the spindle itself out of the tractor. Pop this cap off, this hub. Try to anyway. Stop tearing stuff up. Come on. Actually, we'll move over into the shade when we do that. There we go. There it goes. Nice. Look at there. Came right out. Alright, so we got the pliers here. Pull out our cotter pin. Spin the nut loose there. And something I just realized is that I don't have the bearings for the spindle shaft, the vertical shaft there that comes off of the axle. So looks like I'm not going to be able to complete this just yet until I get those bearings. Thought I had everything, but I just realized that I do not. And I don't want to reuse them, obviously. So I'll get those parts and then we'll pick it back up. Alright, so I put on a clean shirt and made a quick trip over to the Deere John store. Picked up the other parts that I was needing. And that gave the shade time to move over into where I was working here. So now hopefully it won't be as hot. Eat them weeds up, old Dan. Eat them up. So let me grab the new spindle here. 1518, get that laid out. Trying to get all my stuff laid out here where it goes. I'm looking, I've got a diagram on my phone here of how all this stuff goes together. So we've got a couple felt washers, and then a steel washer, and a bearing. Okay, I'll start. A little cork washer goes on first. Then our steel washer. There's two of those in there. And then our bearing. Try to get the new spindle inserted. Actually, let me check down here, make sure nothing is stuck up in there. Doesn't look like it. Okay. There we go. Now I have this other felt washer, and I didn't mention there are bushings. This part, I don't know if you can make it out on the camera or not, sticking out here at the top. This is a big bushing. There's another one farther down in there. I just left those bushings alone. They seem like they're okay, and honestly, everything seems to fit nice and snug here, so I'm not going to fight with what seems to be working okay. A little greasy now, but it's all right. We'll slip our little felt washer over the top. Trying to turn this around where you can see what I'm doing. Like I said, push that washer there over the top. Try to tap in our half moon key. Tap it in. Tap, tap, tap it in. There. see. Yep. Okay, so it does all line back up, which is good. It's always good. So apparently this new spindle was keyed in the same spot that the old one was. You can see by my scratch marks that I made there that everything's lining up like it's supposed to. Sometimes aftermarket parts just make you kind of nervous, I guess. Or maybe it's just me, I don't know. So I have the bearings in the bag that they came in. We're going to put a little grease in that bag. I'll use this to preload these bearings. May not have been as good of an idea as I thought it was, but that's okay. Thought I had a good idea there for a minute, I guess. Alright, so the first thing to go on is the seal, inner cone, inner race, in case you were wondering, I've got the old bearing in here. That's the one we're beating on here. Oh, there we go. We're all set in there now. Okay, good deal. Okay, make sure I grab the new bearing. Put the hub on. Alright, I think it's seated. Alright, next goes our washer and our castle nut. Let's see if we can get our crescent hammer on there. If not, I'm going to go hunting for some big sockets. I've got some somewhere. I may have one big enough, but we'll just have to see. So far, we're just going to use our crescent hammer. Try and tighten up. That way. The thing is, these aren't supposed to be super tight anyway. You just get them snug and back them back off. So here's our cotter pin. Alright, got it snug. And look at that, the tractor's back on its own 4 feet again. Ah, that's a good feeling. It's been a day or two, but I've got the plow all set up on the tractor again. Now we're ready to finish this plowing job that has been setting for the last couple weeks while I waited on parts. don't pay any attention to that curvy line up there. Well, it took me longer than I wanted, but I finally got it all plowed. That little strip right there, I didn't realize it could be so frustrating, but it is what it is. Sometimes equipment breaks on you. Sometimes you break equipment. I guess that's just the way it goes. But like I said, at least it's done now. I've just got to get the disc back together, and then we'll go to discing it. So as always, I appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time. May not be the best plowing job in the world, but it'll work for what I'm doing.